WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them, and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
It begins with the ball.
And a big welcome back to Everett Community College as we get set for the Final Four of the women's basketball brackets. Hello, everybody. I am Wes Tucker. I'll be keeping you company today, perched precariously high above Larry Walker Court at the Walt Price Fitness Center. Before we get into today's action, let's throw things down to our public address announcer as he gets us ready for the national anthem and to introduce the contesting teams.
Good afternoon and welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, basketball fans. Welcome to the NWAC Final Four. Today's semifinal matchup will feature the Big Bend Lady Vikings and the Umpqua Hawks. Big Bend coming in the record of 27-4 and Umpqua with a record of 26-4. We'd like to thank our sponsors of the NWAC tournament, Redline Hotels, Bottom Sports, Under Armour, Snohomish County Sports Commission, and our host, Everett Community College. The three core principles of the NWAC are character, competition, and community. The NWAC encourages you as fans to enjoy the competition, cheer the athletes, and respect those involved. Good sportsmanship is at the core of competition, and the NWAC asks that you refrain from swearing and derogatory remarks directed at the student athletes, officials, and other fans. Failure to adhere to this responsibility will be cause for removal. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise, remove your hats, stand for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you very much. Let's get set for our matchup here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now let's meet both teams. First of all, visiting team on the scoreboard, the Big Bend Vikings. Moving forward, 5'10" freshman, number 4, Hannah Wilson. At guard, 5'5" freshman, number 5, Kayla Luke. At guard, 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Leah Doherty. At guard, 5'8" sophomore, number 11, Miranda Johnson. At forward, 5'11" freshman, number 15, Kelsey Sorensen. The head coach of the Lady Lightnings is Preston Ross, with assistant coaches Mackenzie Richardson and Callie Taylor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for the Umpqua Riverhawks. At guard, 5'5" freshman, number 1, Lenny Rincon. At forward, 5'11" freshman, number 10, Sienna Riggle. At guard, 5'11" sophomore, number 11, is Taylor Strickland. At guard, 5'10" freshman, number 35, Lexi Woodard. At forward, 5'11" freshman, number 52, Darren Mitchell. The head coach of the Riverhawks is Derek Strickland. Assistant coach Perry Murray. Our officials for this game, Brittany Oscar Barry Brown.
So, just about ready to get going here at Everett Community College. It's going to be the Big Bend Vikings and the Umpqua Riverhawks going at it to pick out our first contender for the 2019 Women's Basketball Championships. On the floor for the Vikings will be Hannah Wilson, Kayla Luke, Leah Doherty, Miranda Johnson, and Kelsey Sorensen. Meanwhile, for the Hawks, Lainey Rincon, Sienna Riggle, Taylor Strickland, Lexi Woodard, and Darian Mitchell. The rock is up and away we go. NWAC women's basketball from Everett Community College. It's going to be the Riverhawks with the first possession, working their way around the outside. They go to Strickland. Strickland passing up to Mitchell, and Mitchell lays it in for the first two of this Final Four Saturday. Again, 2 women's games and then 2 men's games slating our championships tomorrow. That's right, Championship Sunday right here on the NWAC Sports Network. As now it's going to be the Vikings looking to respond, pushing up, back out they go. They go to Doherty for 3, no good off the back iron and backboard. And stolen away by Strickland. Strickland pushing up full head of steam and put out of bounds. Some quality defense there coming from Miranda Johnson of the Big Bend Vikings. So just about a minute has ticked away here in the first quarter of play. Again, women's games will go 4 quarters of 10 minutes. Men will play 2 halves of 20. And Mitchell contested, no good, out of bounds, and possession will remain with the Riverhawks. And when you talk about the contributions of a couple of Riverhawks this year, you can't overlook the efforts of Taylor Strickland, who was not only Player of the Week in Week 1, but also earned Player of the Week honors in Week 3. She has been an absolute force to be reckoned with throughout the course of the 2018-2019 season. And pushing up, doing one-on-one with Mitchell, but unable to finish it off is going to be Lexi Woodard. And now up and no good again. Rebound will be taken again by Woodard. Long 3 and no good off the back iron. Well, we're able to put it in for a couple. And we're tied here, 2-2. Looking for a way up is Rincon. Gives off to Woodard. Woodard with a little awkward pass up front, but it's going to be picked off by Kayla Luke. Luke pushing back up the court to the left side. Stops outside the arc, gives off to Doherty. Now Luke with the rock, passing into Wilson. Wilson right back out to Doherty. Shot clock at 16 seconds. Doherty pushing up into the paint. Up it goes and off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound Wilson, and she's going to get caught for traveling. So 8 minutes and 1 second remaining here in the first quarter. It's going to be Umpqua basketball from their own baseline. 2-2 is the score. Again, trying to find out who's our first competitor in the championship game tomorrow will be for the women's bracket. With the rock is Rincon, and Rincon nearly has it stolen away. It does. Here comes Kayla Luke up the court, pushing up and unable to complete the 2. And now another awkward pass up front. Waiting for it is Darian Mitchell. And Rincon gives off to Riggle. Riggle trying to do one-on-one with Doherty, and they end up dumping off to Grace Campbell. And now Campbell up and out of bounds. It's going to be Big Bend basketball. Well, there were some people that thought that Sienna Riggle got her hand on it before it went out of bounds, but the officials say no. It'll be Big Bend basketball, and Kayla Luke with the rock. Doherty on the outside of the arc. Bounce pass over. Long three. Kayla Luke, and no good off the front iron, and out of bounds it goes. And the Umpqua Riverhawks had to take down a Grays Harbor team who got their first playoff victory ever in the record books. As a matter of fact, out of their 9 appearances, they now have 1 win, but Umpqua winning that game 86-68. Now here at locking horns with the Vikings. And up and no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Riggle out of bounds. It'll be Umpqua basketball. It was a hard-fought matchup for those Riverhawks as well. And leading the way was Darian Mitchell for Umpqua with 12 field goals and splashdown from downtown. Darian Mitchell. Maybe it's like Beetlejuice. I said her name too many times, and she shows up there collecting the first 3 of contention today. Doherty to the outside. Long 3 and no good off of the front iron, and taking that shot was Miranda Johnson. They go to Rincon. Rincon looking for someone open. Go to the corner. Stolen away by Doherty. Doherty one-on-one with Rincon. They bounce pass and taken away by Campbell. Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to remain in possession of Big Bend. When on the subject of Darian Mitchell, she also received Player of the Week honors back in Week 7. So out of the 10 weeks, 3 of those weeks highlighted an Umpqua player, Taylor Strickland, 1 in Week 1 and 3, and Mitchell in Week 7. Now Rincon with the rock across half court. About 4 minutes have ticked away here in the first quarter. Mitchell looking for someone open. Pass up to Campbell. Campbell pushing up and in for 2 more. And now Kayla Luke quickly after the rebound. 5:50 remaining here in the first quarter. They go to Doherty. Doherty finds Johnson. And now she'll push up backwards, and a traveling violation going to be called on Doherty. That's the second time that the Vikings have been called for traveling so far. 5:40 remaining here in the contest. Pardon, the quarter, not contest. Pardon me. Mitchell with the ball, gives off over to Johnson. Strickland. And here comes Strickland off her front foot, and Big Bend basketball. So 17 seconds remaining before we're going to have ourselves a media timeout. Again, we will not stop until we get a whistle after that. So clock continues to tick away. 7-2 in favor of Umpqua. 2 2-point buckets and 1 3-pointer. And now here's a long 3. Splash down from downtown. And you can credit that one to Abby Broadbent, the 5'7" freshman out of Plain City, Utah. And Campbell to the outside, finds Strickland. And they can't get Strickland up front, and that's going to be a timeout. So away we step. We'll be right back. 2-point deficit here in Everett. So just over 5 minutes has ticked away here in the first quarter, and we got ourselves a good one brewing 7-5 in favor of the Umpqua Riverhawks. So we take a look here right now. Umpqua 3 for 5 in field goals. Haven't been able to get a lot of shots up. Meanwhile, 2 for 10 are the Vikings. But Big Bend has taken a lot of three-point shots. They're only 1 for 5. Only one three-point shot taken by the Riverhawks, and they've converted on it. With the ball on the outside now is going to be Broadbent. Broadbent's over to Johnson. Doherty, shot clock at 5. Out of bounds it goes, and Umpqua basketball. Okay, we haven't had any personal fouls called yet. Looking for somebody open. A little awkward pass. Able to get to it, however, is Riggle. Riggle, the quick pass to Gonzalez, and rebound's going to be won by the Vikings. Nearly stolen by Strickland. Up it goes, and we're tied. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter, and it's 7-7, Umpqua and Big Bend. A little fake screen there as Campbell trying to get her way around Doherty. Doherty to Mitchell, who has the three-point bucket for the Riverhawks to this point. And stolen away with 7 on the shot clock. Johnson stolen away again. Johnson to the middle. And Wilson can't push up out of bounds, but it will remain Big Bend basketball with 11 seconds on the shot clock. So Kayla Luke will check back in for the Vikings. And out it goes. Broadbent for 3, and no good off the back iron. And the rebound's going to stay in her hand. So new shot clock, 3 minutes, and long 3 from Johnson, no good. Rebound again for the Vikings. Boy, good offensive show here for Big Bend, as that one's nearly picked off on its way back to the end of the arc. Feigning 3, pushing up, and in it goes. No, it just misses the iron, and they're going to get traveling that time. And we'll wait to see who they, in fact, call that on. It's going to be traveling called on Anna Yarbrough. And a good game so far for Hannah Wilson when it comes to rebounds. Has 3 already. And now Big Ben, another opportunity with 2.5 minutes. Pushing up is Kayla Luke and draws the foul. So opportunity here for Kayla Luke. Luke was a 72.2% converter on free throws this year and misses the first one off the back iron. We have more pure numbers. She was 26 for 36 and gets the second easy. Gonzalez directing traffic now for the Riverhawks. Strickland with the rock to give off to Mitchell. Mitchell looking for a way in, starts to push her way back and then backtracks a bit. And now Strickland, mid-range 2 is good. 9-7 the score. It looks like we're going to be in for a relatively low scoring affair as we've ticked away to the final 2 minutes of this quarter. Be Viking basketball from the near sideline. They try to go in. Strickland gets her fingertips on it, but they go back out to Broadbent, and now pushing matters herself, but unable to hang on to the ball is Kelsey Sorensen. However, possession will remain with the Vikings. 14 seconds on the shot clock. A little overthrow there. Trying to get to Sorensen, but Broadbent has the ball now. Pushes up and converts 2 more. Kim Broadbent collecting her 5th point. Gonzalez has the ball, gives up to Campbell. Campbell. Back Mitchell for 3, no good. So Mitchell 1 for 2 from beyond the 3-point arc today. Unable to keep it in there. You have to get it back to Johnson, who can't convert 2. Long pass up to Campbell. Campbell up to Gonzalez, and easy 2. 11-10 in favor of Umpqua. Final minute here of the first quarter, pushing in Sorensen, and 1. In the next game, we'll feature the Lane Titans taking on the Wenatchee Valley Knights for the 2nd spot in the championship matchup tomorrow. And the 3-point opportunity, no good, kept in play. However, it's Viking basketball. Long open 3, splashdown from downtown. So instead of getting 1 more, they grab 3 more on the turnover. Now Mitchell with the ball. Strickland long 3, no good off the front iron. And here's Broadbent. And Kayla Luke looking for someone open. Trying to go Sorensen, instead she passes it out of bounds. So with 5 9/10 of a second remaining, we'll see if the Riverhawks can get something here going into our little timeout. It's going to be Riggle to put it in play. They, in fact, get it to Gonzalez. Clock ticking down. 3 seconds. Pushing up and collects 2. And that is how the first quarter will come to an end. Score, Big Bend 15, Umpqua 13.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
So a quarter in the books, and it's a 15-13 matchup, and it has been a good one so far. It's going to be a 3-way tie for the points lead for Big Bend. Hannah Wilson, Kelsey Sorensen, and Anna Yarbrough. Up front, that's rebounds up there as they look at the points. It's going to be 3 field goals for Broadbent, including a 3-pointer now Doherty to start things off for the Vikings. Again, have a 2-point lead. They were trailing to start things up and immediately tied it, and since then haven't trailed since. And out of bounds it goes. No, correction, it's going to be a foul. It's going to be a foul on Grace Campbell, her first team foul as well. Shot is up and good from Sorensen. And Sorensen, a 52.7% shooter, and misses the second of 2, so the numbers seem to ring true here in the championship, and held ball. And we'll see, it's going to remain in possession of the Riverhawks. Get a little bit of back and forth here. Couple of clutch threes drained as well. Strickland up and can't convert two, and rebound's going to be won by the Riverhawks. They give it to Campbell, the outside. Here's Darian Mitchell passing up in, and converted that time by Riggle. So 16-15 as the margin closes a bit, and Umpqua on the turnover. No, out of bounds off the hand of Sorensen. It'll remain in the possession of the Riverhawks. And when it comes to the journey of the Vikings, they had to take down the Centralia Trailblazers to get to this point. 79-52 was the final of that game, as Doherty is unable to grab two, and Mitchell comes away with the rebound, gives up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with a full head of steam over to Campbell. Looking for someone open, instead it's stolen by Doherty. And now Doherty again, they go to the outside, stolen away, and yes it is by Mitchell, but stolen immediately by Sorensen. Up for two, no good. Sorensen with her own rebound. Broadbent, Doherty, no good. So it's been a good opening half of play, as there's going to be a foul committed against Gonzalez. It's going to be the first foul on Kayla Luke, first team foul for the Vikings, and Gonzalez to shoot. So missing the first and now the second of two is good. Sub coming in for the Vikings. It's going to be Miranda Johnson checking back in. Luke across half court, goes the outside to Jensen. And Luke, long corner three, no good off the iron. And Gonzalez away with it for the Riverhawks. Pushing up and unable to convert, but does draw another foul. So Gonzalez the opportunity to shoot again. That's going to be the first foul on Wilson, second team foul here in the quarter. It's been a very cleanly played game between these two teams thus far. So the first shot is up and good from Gonzalez. So Lexi Woodard will replace Riggle. And Gonzalez to shoot her second, and it's good. So Kayla Luke with the ball. They give to Doherty. Trying to find something. Contested, 2 and 1. Boy, Doherty just refusing to give up any space there, drawing the foul while she was in the air. And now the opportunity to reclaim the lead for the Vikings. It's 18-18, 7:55 left in the first half. And Gonzalez with the rock for Umpqua. Directing traffic and nearly unable to get the ball over to Woodard. And Strickland can't convert, but Campbell with the rebound. Strickland again is fouled in the process. So Strickland will go to shoot. That is the first foul on Sorensen. Third team foul. And Strickland so far has not made any noise, but there's her first tally of the game so far. Yeah, Strickland lines up for her second. She averages 24 points a game, and she now only has one to this point as Luke comes away with the rebound after the free throw. Doherty Trying to find her way around. Bounce pass intended for Anna Yarbrough, but instead will go out of bounds. Umpqua basketball. So Gonzalez with the rock. 19-19 the score after only 1 of 2 converted by Strickland. And Luke away with the basketball. Gives off to Sorensen. Sorensen looking for an open lane. Tries to backtrack. No good. Gonzalez off the foot, though, of Luke, and it's going to be in the hands of Woodard. Boy, a hard push up front by Gonzalez, but is fouled in the process. Will not be able to finish it off. That's the first foul on Doherty. 4th team foul. So Umpqua is 1 foul trip away from getting the bonus here in the second quarter. 6:51 remaining, and Gonzalez drains the first one. Umpqua with a lead, 20-19. And no good again. Seems to be a theme here as it's stolen back in. Miranda Johnson, fantastic work to keep it in play. It would have been Umpqua basketball. Sorensen right back to Johnson, now in front of half court. Shot clock at 16 seconds to go to Doherty. Kayla Luke, shot clock at 10. Sorensen looking for an open lane, pushing up and in for 2. Gonzalez looking for something here and stolen away. Sorensen has been an absolute force to be reckoned with, and look at that. Easy 2 for Yarbrough, and a timeout will be taken by the Riverhawks. So away we step, 23-20. Be back after this.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Look in there at the Big Bend bench as we're just about ready to go. They currently lead the Umpqua Riverhawks by a score of 23-20. It'll be Umpqua ball from their own baseline. 6 minutes remaining here in the first half. Again, trying to slate our championship games tomorrow. As the ball makes its way over to the defense you just saw there, set up by the Vikings. It's going to be Campbell. The outside of the circle over to Strickland. Strickland in for 2. So Strickland seems to be heating up a little bit. And she's really one that they're going to need to get hot quick. Again, 24 points per game was her average this season. Has been held to 3 to this point in the game. And Strickland the outside. Gonzalez trying to push her way around Luke. Instead stolen by Doherty. So 5:25 remaining here in the first half of game 1 of 4 today. 2 women's games and 2 men's games coming your way on the NWAC Sports Network and our crew at STSPN. Remaining 3 pushing up is Sorensen. Sorensen can't finish it off, and rebound is going to be won by Riggle. And Strickland with 5 points to this term now, and up, and Woodard collects a couple, her first tallies. Cielo Gonzalez leading the way for the Riverhawks with 8 points at this point in the game. It looks like we're going to have a media timeout. The next whistle, as there's 2 more by Anna Yarborough, collecting her 4th point. Gonzalez backs up, long 3, splashdown from downtown. So Gonzalez continues the absolute tear she has been on, 11 points in the first half. Nearly stolen away by Campbell. Doherty in for 2 of her own. So back and forth they go. 27-27 the score. Woodard. It's going to be called for traveling. The 3rd traveling violation we've seen here in this first half. 2 of them against the Vikings, now 1 against the Riverhawks. And now sauntering across half court is Kayla Luke. 4 minutes remaining. And up and in for 2 more. Beautifully done. And nearly picked off. Strickland up to the net. No good. Campbell on the rebound, collecting 2. So 3:38 remaining. Kayla Luke with the ball, gives on over to Johnson. Johnson pressing matters herself for 2 more. 3.5 minutes remaining. And here's Gonzalez, who's going to be fouled on her way up. So it's going to be a couple of shots for Gonzalez. It's going to be the 2nd foul on Kayla Luke. And the 5th team foul, so Umpqua in the bonus here. Shot 1 from Gonzalez is good, and 1. And she did make the bucket, so apologies for not highlighting that a moment ago. We go in the middle to Sorensen. Sorensen trying to push around Woodard, and 1. So that's going to be the 1st foul on Woodard, team's 3rd. Again, Big Bend leading by a 1-point opportunity here to make it a 3-point shot separating them. No good. Gonzalez, full head of steam, loses it halfway through. And another quick turnover. That's what you can ill afford if you're either team to this point. And now Johnson with the ball. Toward the outside they go. Finds Doherty. Doherty looking for an open one and finds instead the opposition in the form of Riggle. Give us to Gonzalez. They give it to Strickland. Strickland right back to her. And here's Campbell into Strickland. Strickland pressing up and good for 2 more. Boy, there is the Taylor Strickland we saw all season. No one can stop her once she gets rolling. Now with 7 points on the day. And in for 2 more courtesy of Yarborough. Now with 8 tallies. Gonzalez for 3. No good off the back iron. So back and forth they go. The offensive attack has been ruthless on both sides. Side long 3, Broadbent, no good. 35-34 as we have 2 minutes remaining. Strickland, Gonzalez feigns 3, pushes up, bounce pass to Campbell for 2. So a lead for Umpqua, trading back and forth these 2 powerhouses, and foul up front is Yarborough. And we'll see who they call it on. It's going to be on Riggle. It's going to be her 2nd, 4th team foul. Minute 41 remaining, and the shot up and good. And here we are tied. So Sorensen's going to get a little bit of a break, and checking back in is going to be Johnson. Missing the second shot, however, is Yarborough. And Johnson pushing up and unable to finish two, and it's called for the offensive foul in the process. Boy, and that's the 5th team foul now for Umpqua. So both teams in the bonus with 1:35 remaining here in the half. Taking her time across half court is Johnson. Long contested three, no good off the rim and glass. And jump ball, it's going to remain with the Vikings. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to find someone, finds Wilson. Wilson up and unable to finish it off. Yarborough, broad bent. And Doherty pushing up, and two is no good, but is fouled in the process. So she'll go to the line, and that foul is going to be on Gonzalez. It's the second personal on Gonzalez. Again, the foul did occur on the floor, but the team is in the bonus, so they'll get to shoot for it. Shot up and good. Doherty to shoot the second, and it's good as well. So Big Bend with a 1-possession lead, 38-35 the score. 36 the score. Directing traffic now, Gonzalez. Trying to look for someone open, does indeed find Woodard. Woodard to Strickland, up and in for two. 50 seconds remaining. And Wilson pushing up, 35 seconds on the clock, no good. Another shot up, and there's a foul. .32 3/10 of a second remaining here in the half. That's going to be the third foul on Riggle. And two shots for Wilson. First shot is up but no good off the back iron in the glass. So Rincon will check in for Umpqua, as will Brooklyn Gilbert. And now the second shot from Wilson is up and good. So now a 1-point differential between these two teams. And Rincon to the outside, pushes up and feigns three, nearly stolen away, out of bounds it goes. And it's Viking basketball, so this could be interesting. 21.7 seconds remaining, no difference between the game clock and the shot clock. See if Big Ben can widen their lead. They have the opportunity, if they want to, take the final shot of the half. And it looks like that's what they're going to do. 5 seconds, shot is up and no good. Rebound, Yarborough in for two. And no chance to get the shot off. So 41-38 is the score at the half. A good competitive first half, and we'll be right back with the second half after 15 minutes.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bottom, the official ball of you.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
When I first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a 4-year because if you went to a community college, it was, like I said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a 4-year. You have a lot of the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills and then they can go on to a 4-year. My name is Devaney. I play basketball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Spotted, the official ball of you. It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Spotted, the official ball of you.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
When I first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a four-year because like if you went to a community college, it was, like I said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a four-year. You have a lot of like the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills and then they can go on to a four-year. My name is Devney. I play basketball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bottom, the official ball of you.
And a big welcome back as we're ready to start the second half of this contest. And the first half did not disappoint at all. 41-38 is our marker right now. Wes Tucker keeping you company from Everett Community College. 10 minutes on the clock. Third quarter of this Final Four game between Umpqua and Big Bend coming your way now. Again, 41-38. Umpqua starting with possession, and there's going to be a foul right away. And it's going to be on Wilson. That is the second foul on Wilson. First team foul here in quarter number 3. Let's take a look at leading scorers here as Umpqua tries to find someone open on the outside. They go to Gonzalez. Gonzalez into Campo for 2, and there's our first tally of the half. For the Big Bend Vikings, Anna Yarbrough leads scoring with 11, and Khalil Gonzalez leads scoring for Umpqua with 14. Strickland behind her with 9. And it doesn't look like they're going to get called for traveling. There will be a foul, however, and a turnover. And it'll be Campbell from the baseline for Umpqua. Again, field goal percentage for the Riverhawks at 57.7%. Woodard over to Gonzalez, who has 2 3-point buckets today. Feigns 3, trying to work her way past Kayla Luke, and now Strickland pushing up and is fouled in the process. And the Umpqua Riverhawks have a couple of championships to their names. First one was won in 1997. The other one in 2000. And the first one is good from Strickland. Gives Strickland her 10th point score, now going for her 11th. And the Riverhawks with a good tradition of getting to the Final Four and even to the championships. They took second place in 2014 and just a year ago when they lost out to Walla Walla for the championship. Outside they go to Kayla Luke. Luke over to Doherty. Doherty wide open three and no good off the front iron. And now Gonzalez, they give up to Mitchell. Mitchell pushing up and can't finish it off. Rebound by Campbell. Wide open three. Strickland, no good either. But Strickland with her own rebound. Mitchell pushing up against Wilson. And there's going to be a foul on Wilson. That's going to be her third. Boy, we'll see if they elect to get Wilson out of there. Looks like they will. Broadbent will come in to replace her for a while at the next whistle. The first shot from Mitchell is good. So Umpqua widening their lead to 2 points. And now the second shot from Mitchell is no good either. So Luke with the rock gives over to Sorensen. Sorensen pushing matters up and can't convert on two and a foul. Boy, this has been a much more physical quarter than in quarters past between these two teams. It is going to be Big Bend basketball from the baseline. That foul is going to be charged to Campbell. That was her first, and the easy bucket for two makes it a 43-all contest. Again, the first couple of minutes of this quarter have not disappointed either. 43-43 as the ball is intercepted by Wilson. Wilson on her way up, and the offensive foul on Wilson. Oh, correction, it's going to be on Johnson. 7:55 remaining here in the third quarter. 43-43 is the score. And Gonzalez with the basketball, looking for someone open, finds Campbell. They go into Mitchell. Mitchell pushing up and beautifully guarded up front by Sorensen. Into the hands of Broadbent, who will give it right back off to Kayla Luke. Broadbent with it now from the arc. They give to Sorensen. Sorensen again to Broadbent. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Sorensen pushes up and one. That's the second personal foul on Campbell. Second team foul. And a chance for Sorensen to widen the margin here as she can't complete the three-point play. Quickly breaking with the rock, however, is going to be Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get it to Strickland. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. Looked like some miscommunication that time between Gonzalez and Strickland. And now Broadbent's over to Johnson. Johnson backtracks a bit. Broadbent into Kayla Luke. And now Broadbent once more pulls up. Shot clock at 5 seconds. They go outside. Johnson for three. No good off the back iron. Long pass and nearly intercepted, and it will be. But it will be Umpqua basketball. Looks like it did indeed touch the hand of Johnson. Oh, a correction. That is the fifth team foul already. So in the bonus are the Riverhawks. And shooting two will be Strickland. And Strickland with the 11 points and make it 12. 6:41 remaining here in quarter number 3. And Strickland 2 for 2 for this trip on the line. So Kayla Luke with the basketball. Goes over to Johnson. Johnson pushing matters herself up and in for 2. Boy, Johnson found an open lane and capitalized on it, collecting 2 more. 47-45 the score. Electrifying basketball here in the women's Final Four. Pushing up and fouled. And that foul's going to be on Kelsey Sorensen. That's her second. So Woodard to shoot a couple for the Hawks, and the first one's in no problem. Woodard with a bucket here can tie us at 47. Up it goes, and in it goes. So 47 all, as this game has done anything but disappoint. Luke nearly stolen away on the pass. Pushing up is Johnson, no good, and saved from going out of bounds by Lexi Woodard. And they're going to get Woodard on the violation. It's going to be Big Ben basketball from the baseline, and it goes. 6 minutes left here in the third quarter. Beautiful spin move, Sorensen, and Wilson finishes it off. And now Johnson with the rock. Passes over to Campbell, contested 3, no good. Rebound though, Woodard, stolen by Kayla Luke. Lane outside, Broadbent is in and out, almost. And no bucket. Foul occurred on the floor, and that foul is going to be on Woodard. Her second, third team foul. And Big Ben basketball from the baseline. The foul occurred on the floor. Broadbent for 2, no good. But from about 7 feet out, Broadbent not able to convert, and now Sorensen pushing up. They go outside again to Broadbent. Sorensen, long 3, no good. Flirting with both the iron and the glass. Up, and there's a foul. And that's going to be on Johnson. That's her third personal. And 2 shots for Strickland. Strickland with 13 points on the day, and you can make that 14. Going for 15 now. Would take the lead over Gonzalez, and does so. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout at the next whistle, a media timeout. Long 3, Johnson, no good. Yarborough, bounce pass, Broadbent for 3, and that one's no good either. Mitchell on the rebound. And can't find Mitchell, and sets a turnover. Here comes Luke, and unable to finish it off, and goes down hard. And is able to get up on her own power. Looked like she may have been injured at one point, but gets right back up. Long 3, Gonzalez, no good. Rebound, Woodard. Again, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Woodard with the rock, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Strickland with the ball, and a little handoff to Broadbent. So a little handoff to the opposite team. And pushing up, Sorensen, and Yarborough collects 2 more. 13 points for Yarborough on the day. 51-49 the score. Gonzalez. Strickland, and quick bounce pass out to the free throw line. No good by Woodard. And here comes Luke for two. Big Bend with a 4-point lead. Biggest lead either team has had since quarter number 1. And Mitchell for three, in and out, no good. And there's a foul. That's also going to take us into a timeout. So we step away, but we'll be right back after this. Boy, a few choice words for the Big Bend team throughout the media timeout there. You can just hear the coach out there screaming at his players. Again, Preston Wilkes just saying 2 words, and that is stop fouling. Couple of players in some, well, relative foul trouble. It's going to be both Sorensen as well as Johnson with 3 fouls apiece, and Campbell will go to the line to shoot for the most recent foul. The shot is up and good on number 1. 53-50 the score. And now to shoot the second, Campbell is good as well. 3 minutes and 13 seconds left here in quarter number 3, trying to crown a victor and move on to the championship game tomorrow. Back it goes, Broadbent for 3, no good. Campbell with the rock, quickly pushing up, finds a lane and capitalizes on it. And next game slated to start at 3 p.m. Wilson over to Broadbent, and Broadbent into Yarborough. Doherty. And Wilson, shot clock at 5. Up it goes, and unable to finish it off is Yarborough. She gets her own rebound. And here comes Johnson. Broadbent, no good on the 3. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to be on Hannah Wilson. And that is the 4th personal on Hannah Wilson. In some foul trouble now. And that is a big gun for Coach Wilkins Vikings. Shot from Campbell is good. Again, Umpqua has been in the bonus since the 7-minute mark of this third quarter. And now Umpqua with a 54-53 lead. So we'll see how the Vikings respond here. Going toward the outside, finds Doherty. Broadbent. And Johnson up into the paint. Doherty with 7 seconds. Little 7-footer, no good. Rebound Doherty. Johnson, long 3, no good off the front iron. Umpqua quick on the rebound. Strickland pushing up and no. And Campbell is fouled. And the foul is going to be on Sydney Bishop. That is the first personal on Bishop. And 2 more shots for Campbell, and no good on the first. Bucket here makes it a 2-point game in favor of Umpqua. And no good. Mitchell on the rebound. Trying to find her way around the defense. Instead, gives off to Campbell. Campbell backwards to Woodard. In for 2. So that makes it a true 1-possession game. A 3-point bucket's what separates them. And Dougherty up and unable to get it from 5 feet out. Gonzalez with the rock, go outside Strickland, and there's a foul. And that foul is going to be on Gonzalez. That is her 3rd personal, 4th team foul. So 47 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3. Again, a very close 1-possession game. This Final Four matchup has not disappointed at all. Long 3, splash down from downtown. And that is Broadbent coming away with the points. And Gonzalez directing traffic, finds a lane. Backs up, goes outside. Mitchell feigns 3, 10 seconds. Putting up and in for 2. Final 3 seconds. Shot up and no good. So very close, but we go into the break here. 58-56, 4th quarter coming up in Everett.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
So a 2-point ball game, 58-56 is the score, 4th quarter, and this is what will separate one of our 3rd place winners from our championship contender. Luke finds Sorensen. Sorensen pushing up and is fouled. See who they call the foul on. It's going to be on Grace Campbell. That's her 3rd personal, first team foul. And no good on the first shot is Sorensen. And able to get the second one, so the differential drops to 1. Gonzalez with the ball for the Riverhawks. Pushing up, finds a lane, up and in for two. Beautifully taken care of by Gonzalez. And Gonzalez now with 16 points on the day. And Sorensen for two. Trading points back and forth as the first minute's about to tick away here in the fourth quarter. Darian Mitchell on the corner gives up to Lexi Woodard. Woodard looks toward Campbell. Shot clock down to 13 seconds. Bounce pass in to Mitchell. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Long contested three. No good. And here's Johnson. Johnson, long bullet pass and Broadbent. Splash down from downtown. 62-60, the Vikings with the lead, and an offensive foul on Gonzalez. That's the fourth personal on Gonzalez. Second team foul. But each team with someone in foul trouble. Gonzalez for the Riverhawks and Wilson for the Vikings. Sorensen out of bounds, but it'll go off the foot of Grace Campbell. So sub coming in for Umpqua, Brooklyn Gilbert. Went to Thurston High School in Springfield, Oregon. 5'8" freshman guard. And it's Luke with the ball, gives up to Sorensen. Sorensen right back to her. Kayla Luke off the foot of Woodard. And it's going to remain in possession of the Riverhawks. Oh, correction. They're going to give it to the Vikings. Outwards they go. Here's Broadbent. And Luke for three. In and out it goes. Bank is open. Boy, oh boy, Big Ben widening the lead. 5 points has been the biggest lead either of these teams have had, and they lose two right away. Little bounce pass into Sorensen. Sorensen up and easy two. 67-62, as this has been a fantastic game one of our Final Four Saturday at Everett Community College. Mitchell is gonna get to shoot here. No, it's a block on Johnson, and that is Johnson's fourth personal. So two big guns for the Vikings in trouble. That is Johnson and Wilson. And Doherty is going to check back in for the Vikings. And able to get rid of it just before the 5-second violation was Campbell. Strickland with the ball. Shot clock at 20. At the free throw line finds Woodard. And Strickland again out to Lexi Woodard. 10 seconds on the clock. 6 seconds. Strickland long three. Airballed. And it's going to be Big Ben basketball from the baseline. So Kayla Luke with the rock, 67-62, a 5-point differential in favor of the Vikings. Little backwards bounce pass, and unable to finish it is Sorensen. And now Strickland with the ball. Shot clock at 21, and out of bounds off the hand of Sorensen. It remains with the Riverhawks. 6:22 remaining here in the contest. So Wilson will check back in, and she is walking a tightrope with 4 personal fouls. Mitchell with the ball. They give off to Woodard. Woodard was left wide open, opted out of the 3. 10 seconds for Strickland. And Woodard with the ball, up and unable to do it. She will be fouled. And that foul is going to be on Sorensen. And now another Viking in foul trouble, as that's the 4th personal on Sorensen. Boy, the face of Coach Preston Wilkes is not a happy one. 3 of his big guns in foul trouble here, and we're coming down to the wire of this Final Four matchup. No good on the second. Rebound by the Vikings. Sorensen with the ball. 3 from Luke. No good. Tipped, and Wilson is going to get called with the offensive foul, and Wilson has fouled out. So Hannah Wilson fouls out with 5:54 remaining. So 1 Viking of the 3 in foul trouble is already gone. Quick little pass up to Campbell. Campbell looking for someone open, pushes up and is fouled as well. This foul is going to be on Yarborough. Oh, correction, no, it's going to be on Broadbent. Oh, correction, they want the foul to be on Yarborough. So the shot is no good. And checking in for the Big Bend Vikings is going to be Sydney Bishop. Second shot is good. So a 1-possession game, 5:40 remaining in the contest. Bounce pass, they go outside to Doherty. Doherty over to Luke. Broadbent feigns 3, drops back. Kayla Luke for 3, no good. Rebound, Campbell. Strickland, one-on-one with Kayla Luke, and comes away victorious. Boy, just when you think that Big Ben takes the advantage, the Riverhawks come screeching back, but now responding is the Vikings with 2 of their own. And we're going to have a media timeout at the next whistle. Strickland. Campbell. Campbell is unable to hold on to it. Stolen away by the Vikings. That's Broadbent. Doherty on the outside. Passes into Bishop. And outside he goes. Doherty pushing up and can't finish off 2. But it remains in possession of the Vikings, and that's going to be a timeout. So away we step, 69-66.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
gonna do? Claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
.416 remaining here in this contest, and boy, it's a good one. A one-possession game, 69-66, 4:16 remaining in the contest. Big Bend clinging to a three-point lead. It'll be Bishop to bring the ball in for the Vikings, and loses it immediately. Woodard over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over to Mitchell, 4 minutes left. Campbell, 15 on the shot clock. Pushing up and giving off to Mitchell. Mitchell feigns three, shot clock at 7 seconds. Gonzalez, long three, nowhere close. So Umpqua, had they drained that, would have tied this game up at 69 apiece. Passing on the outside, and a timeout is going to be taken by the Vikings. So away we step, 69-66 the score. So 3 minutes and 39 seconds remaining, a 3-point differential. The winner of this contest will play tomorrow in the championship game. Loser will head home. And there's a blocking foul. That one's going to be on Campbell. And that is going to be Campbell's fourth personal. So now a couple of Riverhawks in foul trouble. The other one is Gonzalez. Big Ben ball from the near sideline. And Hannah Wilson for the Vikings has already fouled out of this contest as the shot clock creeps down to 16 seconds. Johnson up and nowhere close. Yarborough on the rebound, however. And 7 seconds, and no good on the three. Stolen away by Strickland. Strickland, 1-on-3 situation, pulls back, finds Gonzalez. Long three, and no good. And Campbell for two. Boy, what a game this has turned into. 69-68 the score. Umpqua down by 1. Yarborough, and here's Sorensen pushing up and can't finish up to rebound Gonzalez. They go to Strickland. Strickland to Gonzalez, and looks like there should have been a foul call, but none given. Sorensen, and there's a hard foul on Strickland. That is the first foul on Strickland, and she's played the majority of the game. That's going to be the fourth team foul. So 2 shots for Sorensen here. And makes that first. Or misses the first one. Second shot up and good. So 70-68 the score. Mitchell looking for someone open, finds Woodard. Woodard over to Campbell. Back into Strickland. Mitchell for two, good from about 8 feet away. Broadbent's over to Kayla Luke as we're within the final 2 minutes. Out of bounds it goes, Umpqua basketball. Boy, oh boy, what a game to start off today's activities. Woodard from the top of the key. Gives in to Mitchell, shot clock down to 14. Here comes Strickland for two. And Umpqua reclaiming the lead, 72-70. And winner plays in the championship game tomorrow, and Broadbent can't finish that one off. Gonzalez with the ball. 60 seconds left. Give this to Strickland. Shot clock down to 10 seconds. Gonzalez passes in. Strickland long three. Splash down from downtown, and a timeout will be taken by the Vikings. We step away, a 5-point lead for the Riverhawks.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
So just over 40 seconds remaining, 40 9/10 of a second to be precisely honest about it. 75-70 the score as the timeout winds down. 40 seconds away from our first seed in the championship. And it's going to be Big Bend basketball from the near sideline. 75-70 and away we go. Johnson with the basketball, pushing up Gonzalez and Woodard. Long three, Broadbent, no good. And Gonzalez working her way around the defense. Strickland is going to be fouled. And that foul is going to be on Yarborough. That's her second personal foul. And the 5th team foul, so that's going to send Strickland to the line to shoot with 24 seconds left. Good on the first. A bucket here would make it a 4-possession game and be the nail in the coffin. There it is. And it looks like timeout will be taken again with 24 seconds left. We'll be right back in Everett after this.
I chose EVCC.
We chose EVCC.
I
chose EBCC. Sign up for a tour and find out why.
So it comes down to this, the final 24 seconds of the contest. 77-70 the score. And it's Big Bend basketball from the far sideline. Into Broadbent it goes. They go toward the corner, out of bounds, still Big Bend ball. So effectively eating 4 seconds off the clock. Ball into Broadbent, pulls up, long three, and splashdown from downtown. Strickland, and there's the foul. So Strickland to shoot a couple. That's going to be the third foul on Yarborough. Again, 2 players on the court for Big Bend already in foul trouble. That is Sorensen and Johnson as she misses the first free throw. Oh boy. So Strickland ready for her second shot. Up and good. And a timeout for the Vikings. So away we step. 12 seconds remaining. Just over 12 seconds remaining, and it is a manageable deficit, a 2-possession game. Boy, and anything can truly happen here in the NWAC tournament. We'll see if a miracle can happen. They find Sorensen. Sorensen, contested three, no good. 6 seconds, and there's a foul. Boy, that was a very aggressive foul, too, from Yarborough. So now Yarborough also in some foul trouble. So if Strickland can drain both of these, that will be the game. Up it goes, and there's one. Still 2 possession at the moment. And Umpqua has punched their ticket into the championship game tomorrow. And still fighting until the buzzer. Kayla Luke for 3, no good off the front iron, and that is how the game will come to an end. Final score, 80-73. Congratulations, Umpqua. We'll see you tomorrow. We got another game coming up as the Lane Titans will take on the Wenatchee Valley Knights to see who will play Umpqua in the championship tomorrow. Until then, from all of us here at the Northwestern Athletic Conference, the illustrious crew at STSPN, and everybody out there in the truck, our extraordinary producer, Todd Elvig, I am Wes Tucker. We'll see you in a while.
When I first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a 4-year because like if you went to a community college, it was, like I said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a 4-year. You have a lot of like the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills and then they can go on to a 4-year. My name is Devney. I play basketball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.